Good morning. Today is Monday, May 11th, and this morning I want to go over task 17. It is the last task of the project, and it is also the last one that is required. Okay, and this one I think should be a good one for a lot of you because this one will take some kind of creative thinking and artistic ability as well. And this one is called logo. Okay, so the first thing I would do before you start this one is look at the handy dandy instruction booklet. So on the third page, you'll see that the last option is task 17, logo design. So here's what it says. It says, even though the park was a failure, so remember, you're going to this park to kind of do some research on what it's like now, that no one has really inhabited it for a while. Design a logo for the park. A logo is a visual that is associated with a place or product. Make sure the logo is visually appealing, so it's neat and it's able to stand out. Illustrates the purpose of the park and that it would be identifiable around the world. So someone would look at this logo and they'd be like, oh yeah, that goes with that awesome dinosaur park in the Pacific Ocean. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want you to take note of is also in this instruction manual on the very last page, there are some example logos, and you'll probably recognize almost all of these. Maybe not quite all of them. But here are some other like very famous logos, and what I think is kind of cool about these logos is a lot of them are very, very simple. There's not too much going on, okay? Look at the Nike symbol. It's just one little switch. The McDonald's logo is just an M that's uniquely shaped and it's yellow. The Target symbol is just a dot with another circle around it. So, all of these symbols or logos are very, very simple. So take that into consideration when you're making yours. Sometimes I think when we design things like this, we try to get too fancy and too creative. I don't know, not creative is not the right word, but we try to overdo it. When really, a lot of times, the logos that you most recognize are ones that are just very, very simple. Okay, so think about that. I'll go back to task 17 in your journal, and here's what it says there. It looks like this. Okay. It says, if the park had been a success, they would have needed a logo that people from around the world would recognize. That never happened, but let's imagine that it had. Your objective. Design a logo for the park. What design would capture the attention of the world? So it's have to be something that would capture someone's attention. When they see this, they would know, yep, that's the logo that goes with that dinosaur park. It says, use famous logos that you have seen to help you create one that would stand out from any other logo. And that's a big thing. When people are making their logos for their companies or their product, they want it so it stands out from the others. Okay? If it's too much the same like something else, then it's not going to stand out. People aren't going to know what it's representing. Okay, so make sure it kind of stands out. Now, another thing you could do, think about a cool name for the park. I think the island was given a name, but maybe you could come up with some really super cool name for your park that you could put in your logo as well. All this is being creative, okay? And obviously some of us are more artistically gifted than other people are. Mrs. Dyer and I are not going to hold that against anyone. Do your best on this task, okay? So I guess that's really it for task 17 and for the project. The other 4 videos I haven't done yet are the ones that are optional, meaning that you don't necessarily have to do those tasks, but I will go ahead and make videos for those sometime here early this week as well. Okay, so that is it for task 17. I hope you have a wonderful day.